Alright, welcome back. We are going to start a new challenge today. This is the Sid Meier's Pirates, the worst pirate you've ever heard of challenge. So our rules and our win conditions are over on the right hand side of the screen. We're going to be using a non-upgraded Indian War Canoe, which is the smallest, kind of shittiest little boat, as our flagship. We're only going to use the Cutlass in our duels. We're not going to install any new governors if we end up pillaging any towns. We're only going to meet with Dutch governors, and the Dutch have the smallest presence in the Caribbean in this game, and so we can't install any Dutch governors, and we can only meet with the Dutch governors that are there. That's going to severely limit our friendly ports. We're going to take one of the worst specialties. We're going to start in the default time period and the normal difficulty. Our win conditions are that we have to become the most notorious pirate. We have to defeat the Marquis Monteblanc. You'll see who he is in a minute. You have to rescue your family, and you need to get married, and we'll have to become a baron in the Dutch regime. So let's just jump right into it. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's working. Yeah, that's on a delay. So. But we want to be able to see the chat there. And it's screwing with our stuff. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Stand by. Perfect. So we want to be able to see the people chatting. So, we're going to start a new game. I'll just let this play out without my commentary. Pay attention to all the characters, because we'll have to rescue them all later. I lied about my commentary. Our dashing young lad here. Now, something that's a little bit messed up. So this guy already looks like kind of on his last legs at time of the main hero being a young rapscallion. And sometimes you wait until you're like, you show definite lines on your face, like into your 40s before you confront him. I think the dude would be dead at that point. But, you know. Yeah, 10 years later? That dude is not going to be looking good 10 years from now. I mean, best case scenario, that guy was like 50. So now he's 60. Well, that's our hero. Alright, so. Ah, dang it. Trying to think of something clever for our name here. No, we're not calling him Jack Sparrow. We're not doing that. Even though the challenge rules is a reference, a Jack Sparrow reference, but we can't call him that. We're just gonna have to call him my standard name. Okay, so we're gonna start an adventure. This is kind of the standard. Now, if you notice something that's kind of fun. At the various difficulties, he looks like bigger and beefier and manlier. So these are your specialties. You can take skill fencing, gunnery, navigation, medicine, or romance. And this is one of my favorites. Anyway, we're going to start in the standard setting, the Buccaneers heroes. And there we go. Now throughout the game, you do have the option of changing the difficulty whenever you divide the plunder. The Dutch. But we're not going to change it. Scrub the floor. Not cool, man. Just a little light mutiny on the Atlantic crossing. All of a sudden, everybody has cutlasses. This is why on a normal boat of this time period, only the officers carried swords. The men were not allowed to carry a blade with a point, so their knives would have the points like chopped off of them. Women are bad luck on the ship. Not just superstitiously, they're distracting. Doesn't do well to have a woman on the ship. So only the officers, and there were very few officers on a ship, would carry swords. And obviously, because we're so dashing, we were appointed as the new captain. Alright, now, the order of these win conditions. Becoming Baron and getting married are going to be pretty easy. Becoming Baron just kind of happens as you're running around and plundering. No, hold on, I got to pause here for a second. Those are going to happen pretty quick. Defeating Marquis de Montblanc and rescuing the family are going to be some serious endeavors. And number one pirate is going to take the longest because we will look in the... where's the pirate list? Here it is. We start at the bottom. And these are actually real pirates that existed during this time. Each one of these is a historical figure. Some people know Blackbeard, like most people know who Blackbeard is, Captain Kidd, John Lafayette, Henry Morgan. These were all real people. Captain Kidd actually invented no, he didn't invent the compass. The Chinese invented the compass. Captain Kidd invented the mojito. Yeah, so there's a couple ways to do this. You can either plunder more gold and sink more ships and ransack more towns and all of them, or you could just hunt them down and kill them. Because if you kill a guy, he drops below you. So that's generally the best way to do this. But there's 10 of them, and they're spread throughout the Caribbean. They're hard to find, or they're hard to track down. And they're going to be even harder because before we even make any sort of port, we have to go acquire the boat that we are going to sail for the rest of our time in. Now, with this map, I'm going to look. So we started near 2 Dutch colonies. That's good. We've got a couple of English colonies, some French colonies around us. Where we are, we're on the eastern side of the Caribbean. This is actually a decent place. I didn't want to start here in Curacao. So what I need to find, though, is a Indian settlement, like an Indian settlement. And I think they're not here because you need to explore them out first. So we're going to go sail around San Juan for a minute until we find some Indians, and then around them there's always some Indian war canoes, and we'll take one, and that will be our ship for the rest of the playthrough. The flagship it has to be an Indian war canoe. If we were going to defeat Marquis de Montblanc, you need a crew of like at least 300 people, and so you need to be able to carry, like in the second ship in your fleet, a really big ship like that, right there, like this guy, this trade galleon, that can hold 200 crew, just so that you have a sizable force to make a land war against them. So we're going to zoom all the way out. I don't think there's any Indian settlements. What's rough is that sailing west is always easy, because the wind, you'll see the wind right here, the wind is almost always pointing from the east to the west, and it is harder to sail upwind. As one advantage we're going to have with the Indian war canoe is that it sails to the wind better than some of the other ships. We're going to have to search Cuba. And what is this? Haiti? I think this is Haiti. So you've got these big towns, and then you've got these little towns, like this little pirate haven. Pirate havens will let you in no matter what. You can't attack them or anything like that. You can go and speak to the captain there. We'll talk about all the other stuff. Let's talk about the UI first. This game is played with the number pad. You turn with 4 and 6 of the number pad. You almost always have your sails at full, but if you want to put on the brakes, you can put on the brakes there. The dynamics for the wind are, they're okay. They're not terrible. You can change your view to being kind of a chase cam, but I've never enjoyed that. You bring up your map with 3. You bring up your fleet status. You can look at all your fleet. These are the Jesuits. Again, you can't attack the Jesuits either. They're friendly and they won't fight back. Why would you want to attack the Jesuits? They're nice people. My alma mater. It's a Jesuit university. Huh?
Shark.
Oh no, those are dolphins. Yeah, there's you see little dolphins here. They're not part of the game. They're just what do you call them? They're cosmetic. I'm having a lot harder time. See, now we can see this is a Jesuit place. This is a pirate place. Once you sail past it, you can see it. So we're gonna look at on this island where Port Royal is, and then when we sail back, we'll sail across the northern side of Haiti. These are French cities. If you have lots of people, you can attack them, and you can install new governors. If we ever do end up attacking a town or a big city, here I'll turn this so you can see sitting there if you want. Then you can install a new governor of your choice, but that's part of our rules. We're not going to install Dutch governors anywhere. That's Cuba, to the north. It's an English raider. We're not gonna do anything until we have our new ship. That's Port Royal. Nothing yet. A whole lot of nothing. Oh, the cat's eating. This island was smaller than I thought it would be. Do I see any Indian settlements? It's a small English settlement. So anything that is anything other than a settlement can be attacked and taken over. But the English settlement that's right here, we're too close to the shore, so we're gonna get a little away from the shore. That you can't attack that. Oh, Bart Roberts! Oh God! See, I'd really love to attack him right now, and I'd be able to knock one of them off the list, but I don't have the right ship yet. So I can't really start my playthrough yet. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so now you're going to experience how rough it is to sail west. You have to tack and try and get as close to being sailing directly into the wind without really sailing directly into the wind. You see, if I sail into the wind, those sails are kind of flapping. It's called luffing, and it's a mark of a bad sailor. You say the sails are luffing at you, and it causes us to lose speed. So we want to get a nice tack, which means tack is when we go back and forth like this. I really wish I could attack him, but I can't. When you kind of cross back and forth across the head of the wind, then that's called tacking, and it's how you sail into the wind. That's real life right there. Is that a? That's a pirate's haven. Ah, an Indian village! Finally! Okay, now we just have to wait for them to spit out a canoe. It won't take long. And if we have trouble, what we could do is we could go talk to the chief and convince him to attack a nearby town. And then when they send their war canoes, we take one of them.
What a dirty pirate.
I am a dirty pirate. Yar. But you have heard of me. I'm going to talk to the chief. So we tell them we're going to attack Port Royal. Now, you do that sometimes when you want to, here we are. I want this one. Okay. I'm going to try not to damage it too much because I need that ship. So in the tactical view like this, when we're fighting, the time doesn't speed up and slow down like you saw in the overworld. I didn't mention it, but the Indians never fight you by sword because they don't have swords. So we're going to take her, we're going to keep all the stuff, and we're going to transfer, oops, we're going to transfer our flagship to that. We'll figure out what to name it later. Santo Domingo's a lame name, but we're not going to abandon this yet. So, we have our Indian war canoe now. Now you can see it's really, really kind of fast and maneuverable, and those triangular sails let it sail close to the wind a lot better than some of the other ships. Actually, this is kind of nice. This thing's like a hot rod. I had a discussion with a buddy of mine who's played this game a lot, and oops, no, we're gonna go north. And we decided that this Indian war canoe really is the worst ship in the game. Yeah, I could only use 8 guns. It only has room for 8 guns and like 40 crew. Yeah, I'm just gonna. We are gonna land at this French town just so that we can sell this old ship. So I don't want it anymore, and I have to repair mine. So we're not gonna talk to the governor unless he's Dutch. So this guy's French. The blue is French. So we're gonna sell. We need to dispose of some cargo. Talk to the guy. We sell all but 8 of our guns. We only need 8 guns. We can hold 12 tons of food. Now we're not going to upgrade any of our boat with cotton sails or anything. There's a whole ton of upgrades, and we're not going to use any of them. Cotton sails make you sail better, faster. Okay, so we got 61 crew. This is the sketchy dude. He likes to talk to you about places, or he'll sell you some like goods. This is the barmaid. She'll give you some decent information sometimes. She let me know that the pirate haven Mad Dick's Bones is where this guy Loneus, 6th most notorious pirate, and he carries all the guys. They carry a bunch of cash on him. So that's actually on our way home. So let's see if we can kill him. He'll tell you some information too, like this guy. He tells you you can get this upgrade at this place. We'll talk about the governor, meeting with the governor once we find a Dutch port. God, this thing turns too fast for me. We have to get used to that. So, this is Port de Pas. These storms, you don't want to sail through them. You want to sail around them and kind of ride the winds. There he is. Okay, so we're actually going to take him. Usually I go upwind of a guy before I engage him, but we actually sail better into the wind than he will. He's sailing a brigantine, a 20-gun ship, and we are sailing a tiny little Indian war canoe. And try and take minimum damage and just run up and engage him in close quarters quickly, because you see he's already tearing us apart. So for this is one of our last rules that we talked about. We are going to only use the cutlass. Normally you want to use the rapier. The quicker your fencing is, the better. But this cutlass. This fencing is also done with the number pad. The middle row is your defense, and the left row is your attack. So you have 3 attacks. You have a stab, you have an overhead, and you have a underhanded. Now the stab is the fastest, so if you ever see him doing anything but a stab, you want to stab him. But at the higher difficulties, the higher level guys, they're kind of wise to that. So I can dodge. Ugh. See, now he's defending pretty well, so I'm just gonna stab him. I'm just gonna poke him. Now all the pirates have this cool little movie that's unique to each pirate. Wait for it. Wait for it. Thunk! The regular captains that you fight, they all just get tossed overboard. This navigator is going to be good. There's always these specialists that we're going to gather over time. He had a ton of money on him, and we're going to keep his ship so that we can sell it. And bam! 1 down. 9 to go. I'm going to stop by here just to repair, and then we'll continue on our way to a Dutch port. If you don't repair your ship, it's actually it sails slower. So keep your ship in good order. Good advice for life. So we have 1 fame point now. We have a ton of money for how long we've been sailing. This is our food, how much food we have left. We actually don't have that much of a crew, so we've got plenty of food for all of them. What are we carrying? Spice? 5 gold is not a very good price for spice, and he won't give me any money for the cannon, so forget you. This is the captain. You can convince him to go attack people, just like somewhere else. So grab the mateys. He's gonna give me a piece of the map showing where this guy's treasure was for 400 bucks. I'll take it. Okay, so it didn't give us everything we need, but it's good that we have the X. That's one of the more important things. Now we're the 9th most notorious pirate. Fear not, madam. And he sails out of Lost Harbor near San Domingo. I actually saw him on our way in, so we're gonna take out this guy too. Why not? This is what I said was gonna be one of the longest ones. Normally it's just because I don't prioritize taking these guys out. So by the time I get around to it, I'm old, which means I'm bad at fencing. Oh, there he is! Good lord. Okay. So we're gonna attack. It's the pirate brigantine. Here we are. He's sailing a brigantine too. It's a very popular ship among the pirates, I guess. Popular model. Normally I like to sail what's called a flag galleon, which carries something like 32 guns, tons of crew. It's what Marquis Montauban sails. We'll see one. Alrighty. There he is. Powdered wig and all. Wore a powdered wig to the combat. That's a brave man. And he's using a cutlass like I am. So his speed is going to be... Oops. No, that's not good. See, I meant to dodge before, not try and attack him. See, I can't actually... I don't have that much time, because if you'll notice at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that our crews are fighting as well. And I don't have that much crew to kind of dick around with this dude. So let's see. Some of them are similar or are the same. We'll see what this one is, if it's the same or not. And he got hit by it. Sometimes he dodges it and then he gets hit on the backswing. Lots of money, lots of everything. We got some spice. He's gonna have another specialist, I imagine. Nope. Okay, whatever. We have never made port in our home ports yet, but that's a good price for spice, so we're going to sell our spice here. He doesn't have any more money, so we're going to buy some food from him, and we're going to sell our spices, because I want to... He has a good price for sugar, so we're going to buy all of his sugar. We're going to be a little bit of a tradesman right now. 8 gold for food is a good price, too. Perfect. Repair my ship. Perfect. That was just a settlement, so that mayor, we could talk to him if we wanted to, because he's not a governor, he's just a mayor. What?
Would you like a beer or something?
I would love a beer. Thank you. So this is where poor Steed Bonnet was sailing out of. Let's see if the tavern has anything for us. Some more crew. This dude wants to sell me... see, if this told me the location of maybe a town or something, that would help, but we're probably going to need all the pieces of the map. Now the 8th most. This little sloop is carrying $1,000. That's a terrible price. He doesn't have any goods. You don't want to, if you're going to do the whole tradesman thing, you do not want to frequent any of the pirate towns. They don't have any goods, and they won't give you many of, they won't give you a good price for them, so. So we're heading back to where we kind of started. It's going to be a long, yeah, it's going to be a long flight. So, time speeds up if you're not near another ship or the shore, which is why it looks like I'm kind of speedy right now. You'll notice that the days passing are a good way to see that. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you can kind of track how fast time is going. This is, of course, everything's ridiculously not to scale, because, you know, it would not take me a day to sail just up the coast here, is what it looks like. Scale's all kind of off, but, you know, whatever. If you sail straight through the storm, they can tear up your sails. I think I see a little bit of sail damage here. Yeah, there's some sail damage from me getting a little too close to the storm. Yeah, perfect. I can sail about straight due west. If you do not have enough crew to man all of the boats in your fleet, then your fleet speed will be reduced. And if you and you will sail at the speed of your slowest boat. Perfect. So St. Martin is going to be our home. That's just a settlement. We're going to go to the actual big town. And we're going to meet with the governor so we can get ranked up. So I've been sinking pirates. Everybody loves when you sink pirates. I'm actually going to start flying... Oh, where do I fly my flag? World map, pirate, captain's log. This is a good place to go. Notice who's at war with who. So right now, the Dutch are at war with the French and the Spanish, which is excellent for us. It means there's going to be lots of targets on the road. Rename. Okay, we're going to name it something cool at some point. There we go. We're going to fly the Dutch flag, and we're going to represent the Indians. Why not? Yeah. That doesn't actually... Oops. Doesn't actually affect anything. I've tried to figure out how it affects things, but I've never found anything that it actually affects. So we're going to go back into St. Martin. First thing, when you say sell all, it'll sell everything between guns and food. It won't sell any guns, won't sell any food. This guy's got plenty of money. And we need to sell a lot of food. I don't know how much food we can hold. We'll figure that out in a second. We're going to go to the governor. So, he introduces you, or he introduces himself to you. He'll let you know what the status is of the Dutch. He'll commend you for some recent good things that you did, or he'll scold you for some recent bad things you did. And he may promote you. So now I'm a captain. This means I got my little pauldrons now. That means that when I go to Dutch ports, there will be more people willing to join my crew. And then he'll introduce his daughter. Now, we're not going to dance with her tonight. She ugly! Don't you want me to find a hot chick? No, she's rather plain. So there's three levels of attractiveness of governor's daughters. There's rather plain. There's I think it's attractive and then beautiful. So we're gonna find a beautiful daughter. But we could go to the ball just to kind of practice, and that kind of shows the dancing mechanics. So you have to be able to dance too. Now, I usually play French, so I know all of the French songs. I'm not as good on the Dutch songs. Oh, I know this one. What? It's not a waltz, babe. Well, it's in 3. So, right now it's highlighting the buttons that I press. Like everything else, it's done with the number pad. Right now it's highlighting, but later it stops telling you, and you just have to pay attention to her hands, because she'll direct you. Now, if you tap in time with the music, you notice I spun there, and I didn't spin here. If you are perfectly in time with the music, you'll do this little spin move, and you'll notice I'll get those little combo hearts up in the top of the screen. If you dance really well, she'll give you stuff. Or she'll give you information or something. And of course, the more attractive ladies have the better stuff and the better information. And I am really good at this dancing thing. I say as I miss 3 in a row. Well, I'm not actually missing steps, I'm just not getting them perfect. It's kind of funny is that they play mostly generic Baroque music, and sometimes they play stuff that's like not really period appropriate, but you can't expect them to be that good. And that's the only people who would notice are gigantic music nerds like me. So, if you do well, then you spin her around and dip her. If you do really bad, she like scorns you and doesn't want to talk to you. And she's gonna give me some stuff. So there's 3 things here. The Dutch rudder is a book that lets you know where some secret towns are, some secret Dutch towns. That might be useful to us this playthrough. We'll hold off on that one though. Quality Spyglass lets you use your... I'll show you what the Spyglass looks like on the open ocean. Kind of useless to me. I like the 3-string fiddle. This is going to keep my men happier at sea for longer with less money. So we're going to use that. Although you can see the other ones. The Dutch rudder. Yeah, I'm going to go with the fiddle. The fiddle is excellent. Thank you. So you can talk to him again, because I've done a couple things. I've sunk a couple ships on my way. So I can talk to him and see if I can get a second... I'm going to get a second promotion. So now I'm a major. That's the little gold thing right here. He gives me an estate outside of town. Now when we go to the tavern, there's going to be lots of people wanting to join us. This dude will give me another piece. Yep. Aha! So, this is what I was hoping to get the second piece. In the vicinity of Port de Pas. I already know where that is. Now, if I get this last piece, it'll actually change this from saying in the vicinity of to like north of or south of, or it'll actually change those words. It's a little wonky. But since I have this Hangman Stone and the Port de Pas, that's going to be easy. We're going to find that. But we're going to hold off on getting this treasure until later. We'll talk about why we're going to do that later. Right now, there's a rude captain of the guard who's hitting on this hot ginger right here. So we're going to teach him a lesson. What? Yeah. All this does is it gives you more crew. Oops, I forgot that's not dodge. If you beat the captain of the guard in fencing, more men want to join you because you're no, it's not your hot stuff. It's well, it's sort of that. Your reputation increases, but you'll notice at the bottom there's an advantage, but there's no like crew fighting like on a ship. There's a couple of fights like this that happen on dry land. This is one of the common ones. It's kind of a random thing that just happens, and she hits him in the head with the bottle, and then she says, "Thank you for getting rid of him." And a little more letter. So even though we already had the men join us, there's more men. We're gonna have to let a lot of those men go because we don't have room for them. Now this British ship has $1,000, and we're going to definitely steal it. This is what we were looking for. This horny old bastard knows who's got the hot daughter. Okay, so we're going to St. Eustace. I think that's the Dutch town right below us. That's perfect. So we go to the shipwright. We're going to repair this. As you get higher in rank, they'll start repairing it for free, and they'll start upgrading it for free. Right now, if I repair this, I'll only get $26 more for it, so it doesn't really matter. 13 tons of cargo. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I can carry 12 tons of food. That's not a lot. So we're going to sell this, and we need to get rid of 65 crew. So I need to know how much crew I have. What's my max crew? Fleet status. 50 crew is my max, and I have 50. Now, I need to look at my log. There was a British ship. I forgot the name of it, though. That's the... whatever. St. Eustace is just south and east of us, so that's where we're going to go next. The British ship was going to be around here. It might be that ship right there. But screw it, we're just going to... he got away. Oh well. We'll get him next time. I want to go be introduced. Now, the really attractive governor's daughters won't talk to you until you're a certain rank. So she probably won't even talk to me. But they'll introduce me and go like, "Hey, look at my daughter." And she'll go, "You should probably rank up before you talk to me." Didn't even introduce me. Rough. Sorry, we're full. So this very attractive hat will help me get an invitation to the ball. Yorkshire. That's the name of the ship. We need to buy some more food. Right. Come on. Let me meet your daughter. Ah, whatever. Let's go sink that British ship. That's how you get ranked up. So, you get ranked up by doing things that that impress him. So right now we are at war with... Damn it, we're not. Ugh. Oh well. We're still gonna sink this ship. Is this the Yorkshire? Yep. So they only have 6 guns. They have capacity for more guns, but they don't have it because they're just a merchantman. They don't want to fight me. So I could... Ah, he took a shot at me. Something kind of cool is that you see this guy who's overboard. Right now we have 47 crew. If I pick him up, we get more crew. 48 crew. So you can recover lost crew. Right now this is good enough. And those barrels have money in them. We're just gonna... This guy does. Although he is using a rapier. This is gonna be tough. Oops. Okay, pay attention. Focus, focus. If he beats me, this is gonna be very embarrassing. Ah, shit, come on. He almost beat me there. Woo! Oh, dude, come on. Shit! He beat me! Stupid freaking cutlass. Alright. So I have to go to jail. What happens in jail? Not much. I will pay. Huh? I did not drop the soap. Well, that was embarrassing. That's the first loss right there. So he wants me to do something. He wants me to to escort his peace treaty to the Spanish. Now this, I've done this before where he'll ask me to escort the peace treaty and I'll just let it get sunk because I don't want peace between these two nations, but I'm trying to curry favor with him right now. So we're gonna escort their peace treaty. See, here's the problem. He won't sell me anything else until I actually buy this. So south. Now we have the whole map. There's a cook aboard the Flying Dragon. If I see the Flying Dragon, which I probably can't catch him because I have to go north. Unfortunately. Dang. Oh well. The cook helps to keep people happy at sea. Ooh. Oh, that was crazy. And we're going to... Where's he going? They'll say it in a second. Delivering peace treaty. Wait, is that the... It's the Yorkshire. I'm not gonna... Whenever you have this escort mission, you will have to fight someone. It never just goes according to plan. So this is the glass. You look in various directions. Not that useful. Delivering peace treaty where? What? Who is this? War galleon. Very nice ship. Would love it. Not gonna take it. Oh, damn. That is who is gonna attack my dude. So I have to come kick his shit in. This time I won't get beaten by the... Okay. Gotta dodge those. No! Okay, we took a single broadside. We're gonna be alright, Cutlass. Damn it, he has a rapier. So I just have to dodge and poke. Oh, God, this is so much harder than it's supposed to be. So this is the standard movie when you beat a guy. You just knock him overboard. Take a good look, because that's the last time we're watching that video. He has a quartermaster. Excellent. That also keeps people happier. He enforces discipline at sea. Yes, we would love some more people. And we'll take all of it. So this is the kind of ship that I'm going to be trailing when I'm going to be attacking Marquis de Montauban. Uh-oh. 2 privateers. They're probably going to attack my dude. No, guys, come on. Oh, come on! 2 of them? You're only supposed to fight like 1 battle on your way. Yeah. I bet they're all gonna have rapiers. Okay, longsword. They usually have longsword. It's just a little bit easier to deal with. Oh god, I have 11 crew. Dude. So, you can't lose unless you... Ah, shit. Like I said, you can run out of crew and still win as long as you don't ever get hit again. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, I'll pay. But I think I failed my mission. Yeah, see? The Dutch King's peace proposal was lost at sea. Well, good news, bad news. I only have 7 men. I can't really afford to attack somebody. Good news, bad news is that we did not do what the king wanted, or the governor, but we're still at war with the Spanish, which means there's more of a target-rich environment. Those bastards are the ones that got me. So, I think I might carry this ship around behind me, just so that I can have some crew. 'Cause I need crew. And they can carry some extra supplies for us, too. Come on. Oh. Oh, spilled my beer on my keyboard. Stand by. No, just a drop or 2. Think the game's interesting? Yeah, it's kind of fun. We used to play this all the time. Yeah. Save the keyboard. It's okay. Stand by, folks. Technical difficulties. Spilled some beer. Really should be drinking rum. Luckily, this keyboard has lots of space in between the keys, which allows me to clean it easier. Okay. All right. Here we go. Uh-oh. What button are we hitting? We may be shorting one of our... Yeah.
Oh no! It's still working, right?
What do you mean?
Your keyboard.
Yeah, I think I just need to clean a little more thoroughly. Need to clean a little more thoroughly. Get these F keys off. Well, that's not good. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take this keyboard out of service Just for now. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna clean it more thoroughly later. Don't worry, it's not ruined. Just gonna take it. Huh?
I love that keyboard.
Yeah, me too. I love this keyboard too. So we're going to clean it with some alcohol later, but I have a backup right here. I have my wireless one right here. Technical difficulties. Oh god, this one doesn't have this one does not have a number pad. Huh?
It doesn't have the keypad?
Yeah, it doesn't have a number pad. I think we can still do this though. Yeah, because we can use arrows. I think. I don't know what we're gonna do for other stuff. We can at least make it to town. We may have to end this a little prematurely. So, this is a good thing to have, this ring. At some point, a pretty girl will ask you for a ring. So it's good if you have a ring to give her. There are 2 levels of every piece of loot in this game. So the 3-string fiddle is the lower level of the musical instruments. The ring is a lower level because the higher level is a diamond necklace. But right now, this is all I can afford. So we're gonna go to the governor. He's probably gonna be like, "You're an asshole." Ah, see? She wants a ring. But we're not gonna give it to her because she's ugly. So we're gonna repair both of our ships. And then we're gonna head out. We are not gonna be able to do any sort of, yeah, we're playing Dutch. That's part of the rough time, is that we're playing the Dutch. We're not gonna be able to do any combat right now because I have no, number pad. I'm gonna take a break and go clean my keyboard and see if I can get it back into service. Go to the tavern. Ah! Some amazing news of your family. Yes, you always want to tell them. Your sister has been missing for many years. The evil Spaniard Baron Raimundo has the information. We're gonna kick Baron Raimundo's ass so many times in this game, let me tell you. Right now, oh god, I hate it when he's... So, we talked about how sailing west sucks. Hey, don't wipe the Dutch off the map, that's not cool. So, sailing west sucks. I hate going to this side of the map because sailing back is the worst. By the time I get there, he's going to be somewhere else. So I'm going to actually wait until he comes my way. She has nothing to say. So he says that we should have some new immigrants in the town. It will make the town more prosperous. So that's when you go to the Jesuits, and the Jesuits will bring immigrants in. We're going to repair a ship. Repair this ship. Talk to the governor. He's probably going to tell me I'm an asshole. Oh, he didn't. I let his peace proposal fall. So, that's a good start for this game. I need to repair my keyboard, and might be back in a little while. Yeah, this challenge is going to be rough. I'm doing another challenge too with Warcraft 3 that is also difficult, but I needed a break from RTSs, so that's why I started this one too. Just started this one about an hour ago. So give me some time, and I might be back on in about half hour.